चित्वा ततः पदं तत् परिमार्गितव्यम् यस्मिन् गतानां निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुष प्रपद्ये यथा प्रविद्धि प्रसिद्ध पुराणी निर्माणमोहाजित संगदोष अध्यात्म नित्य विनिवृत्त कामा द्वंद्वे विमुक्त सुख दुःख संगै गच्छन्ति मूढा पदमव्ययं तत् न तद्भाषयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा नानिवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनः शस्त्राणि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चापि उत्क्रमतीश्वरा ग्रहधितानि संव्याति वायुर्गन्धैवाश्रयात् स्तोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च हर्षणं ग्राममेव च अटिदेशो विकारश्च सद्वीडं स्तोत्रं चक्षुस्पर्शनं च रसनं ग्राममेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषा यतन्तो योगिनश्चैन पश्यन्ति आत्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तो अप्यकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्त चेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भाषयतेऽखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्निर्तत्तेजो वृद्धिमामक गामाविश्यच्च भूतानि धारयामि अमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधि शर्मा सोमो भूतरसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः नानाप्राणासमायुक्ता पचामि अव्ययं चतुर्विधम् सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मठस्पृतिज्ञानापोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वे अहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेन चित्वा द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके शरसाक्षर उच्यते शरसर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थश्चर उच्यते उत्तम पुरुषत्तव्य परमात्मने उदाहरते यो लोकत्रयवासिष्य विविध अव ईश्वर यस्मात्कर्षमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तरः अतस्वी लोके वेदेश्च प्रतिह्य पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेव सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमः सर्वथि भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिति गुह्यमया नघ इति एतत् बुद्धिमांस्तत् कृतः न कृत च भारत। हरे कृष्ण।
श्री जगन्नाथ अष्टकम् वैष्णव आदि शंकराचार्य। कदाचित् कालिन्दी तट्ट विपिन संगीत करवो मुदाभीनि नारी वदन कमल स्वाद मधुपः रमा शंभु ब्रह्मामरपति गणेशार्चित पदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे भुजे सव्य वेणुं शिरसि शिखिं कटी तटे गुरुकुलं नितान्ते सहचर कटाक्षं विदधते सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावना वसति लीला परिचयो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। महाबोधिस्थिते कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसन्प्रसदान्ता सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्था सकलसूरसेवा वत्सरदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। रमावाणी रामा सुरदा अल्पंकेरुहा सुरेन्द्र आराध्या श्रुति गणशिखा गीतचरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। रथारूढो गच्छन् पथि मिलितभूदेव वलये सुतीर्थादुर्भावं प्रतिपदामुपाकर्णत्सदया दया सिन्धुर्बन्धो सकल जगतां सिन्धु सुदया जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। परं ब्रह्मप्रिय कुवलदलकुलनयनो निवासी नीलाद्रो नीलचरणमन्तशिरसि रसानन्द्याधारस्वपुरालिङ्गनसुखो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। न वेयाचिराज्यं न च कनकमाणिक्यविभवम् न याचेऽहं रम्या सकलजनकाम्या वरवधूम् सदा काले काले प्रमथ्यपतिना नित्यचरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। हरत्वं संसारं द्रुततरम् असारं सुरपते हरत्वं पापानं विकर्त्य अपारं यादवपते अहो लीलानाथे निहितचरणो निश्चितमिदम् जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। जगन्नाथाष्टकं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः शुचिः सर्वपापं विशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति। श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय।
माधुरी लीला माताजी, are you there? I think Mataji has not been able to connect. Priti Lakshana Mataji and Apsarakund Mataji, can you please continue?
Shri Husband, Bye Shri Krishna. कृष्ण प्रेममयी राधा राधा प्रेममयो हरिः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्णस्य द्रविडं राधा राधाया द्रविडं हरिः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण प्राणमयी राधा राधा प्राणमनोहारिः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण द्रवमयी राधा जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण सितो हरिः जीवने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम कृष्ण चित्तस्थिता राधा राधा चित्तस्थितो हरिः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम नीलाम्बरे धरा राधा पीताम्बर धरो हरिः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम वृन्दावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्णो वृन्दावनेश्वरः जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम जीवने धने नित्यं राधा कृष्ण गतिर्मम श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय श्री राम की जय
गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियम् 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 गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियम् गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियं 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 गोवर्धनधरं वन्दे गोपालं गोपरूपिणं गोकुलोत्सवम् ईशानं गोविन्दं गोपिकाप्रियम्. I bow to the lifter of Govardhan, to Gopal, who has assumed the form of a carver, to the delight of Gokula, the Supreme Lord, to Govinda, beloved of the Gopis. Dhyayena navaghanashyamam द्विभुजं मुरलीधरं लसत्पीतपटं रम्यं स राधां पुरुषोत्तमम्. I bow to the dark-hued one like a fresh rain cloud, the two-armed bearer of the flute, the divine one clad in yellow garments, the Supreme Person together with Radha.
Thank you so much, everybody, for the sweet prayers. And we, on behalf of all of the assembled devotees, we would like to warmly welcome Srila Gurudev and express our gratitude for his sweet divine association and uplifting association Gurudev gives us every day to make our Purushottamans more meaningful. So today we will be continuing the prayers of of Brahma to Lord Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 14, 37 today. We have 4 more sessions on the month of Purushottam and 4 more verses to go. So let's pray to go deeper into the prayers of Lord Brahma. Hare Krishna Shri.
Hare Krishna. Krishna 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 Rakshamam Krishna 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 Rakshamam Krishna 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 Pahinam. Krishna 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 Pahinam. Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahinam. Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahinam. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Jai Jai Gurudev 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 Jai Gurudev Jai Jaya Gurudev 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 Jai Gurudev Itai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsaha Parivrajacharya Astuta Rasita Shishir Mats Sila Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Astuta Rasita Sisimari Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Gauri Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Prem Kuho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Radha Kund Giri Garavardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glory to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Prita Bhutale Samate Bhakti Tita Swami Sri Krishna Padya Prabhupada Shitanmine Sigaura Karana Sakti Bhakti Trititinam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Naruttama Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nasta Prayesva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utama Suluke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshulamitam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano Lalita Shri Visakan Vitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Brisabhane Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandhivyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear sweet devotees. We are eternally indebted to you all, who is making our life in Krishna consciousness, especially at this Purusottama month, a blissful one. Blissful one. Thank you all very much. Thank you for your sweet contribution to our Krishna conscious life. Thank you. So we continue our hearing the prayers of Lord Brahma to Lord Krishna from Canto 10 of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 14. And today we continue from text 37, as it was announced. Text 37. So Brahma said, Prapancham nisprapanchopi vidambas yasi bhutale prapanna janatananda nanduham prititum prabhu prapancham nisprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sanduham pratitum prabhu prapancham nisprapanchopi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sanduham pratitum prabhu. My dear Master, translation and purport. My dear Master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, You come to this earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotees. Very good. Another translation says, O Lord, with a view to shower your bliss on the surrendered devotees, although you are really beyond this world, that is, in whom there is no streak of any type of this worldly nature. You behave on this earth as though you are very worldly of this world. You behave like a part of this world. After all, Krishna is everything. So what is the difficulty? See him behave the way he will behave with everything. He's everything. Since he's everything. And whatever we see should be Krishna. Whatever we hear should be Krishna. Whatever we do should be Krishna. Our actions should be Krishna. So, Lord Brahma also in his Brahma Samhita, he said that Lord Krishna came here to come and demonstrate his activities he does in the spiritual world just to expand his glories. Just to expand his glories. In other words, he's extending his glories to us. So we can connect with that and save our life. So he's making a similar prayer here. My dear Master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, he said this also in Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, text 21. From 21, 22, 20, 21, 22. Krishna said this. I have no duty, just like King what? Janak Maharaj. Janak but has no material activity. I also don't have material activity. But just to make people be in order, just to keep people in order, I came here and I behave exactly as if I'm like one of the conditioned souls bound by activities. After all, we saw King Nanajit. King Nanajit has 2 daughters for marriage. How many daughters? King Nanajit, how many daughters he has? King Nanajit, how many daughters? Mridula, you're answering or you're not answering? Okay, thank you. Nagdajit. So Nagdajitis, 2 daughters. So Maharaj Nandajit, he said, anyone who will marry my 2 daughters, any of the daughters, should be able to control my 7 bulls. That is the price to pay to marry his daughters. So, Krishna had that Nagnajit has Nagnajitis. And they're very beautiful. Very beautiful. So Krishna desired to marry the beautiful girls. So he went to Maharaj Nagnajit's Nagnajit house. I requested, I'm attracted to your 2 daughters. So I want to marry them. Nagnajit folded his hand before Lord Krishna. Please accept my humble full obeisances. Although I know you are the Supreme Lord, but I have set a standard for anyone who will want to marry my daughters, and you are not exempted. Otherwise, people are going to say that I'm partial. I don't want people to criticize me. Neither would I like people to criticize you. So, although I know I'm 100% sure you are the Supreme Personality of God. That I'm sure. Still, it will not be a problem for you to control my 7 bulls and marry my daughters, as I have said, so that my word will remain intact and people will believe that I'm a truthful person. Krishna said, all right, no problem. Show me the bulls. And Krishna, when they look at the bulls, adjusts his dhoti, like Pujaris, they want to do Abhisheka and they will fold their dhotis to their knee. So Krishna folded his dhoti to the knee, tightened it very strong, and went before the bulls and grabbed them. In English, they say, take the bull by the horns. So Krishna took the bull by by the horns. Sri Krishna Bhagwan Ki Jai. It is not about 2 daughters. That is not the point. You know that the point is not about 2 daughters. Krishna is marrying 2 daughters. The point is, Krishna is behaving exactly like us. Why? To teach us. That is the duty of an acharya. Rupa Goswami said, even if one is a pure devotee, we must practice our sadhana exactly like a neophyte devotee. Why? To protect neophyte devotees. Otherwise, we'll start imitation. The spiritual master leads with us every day. Wake up every day, chant his 16 rounds. We will not follow. We will not follow. The day he stops chanting, everybody will follow. Everybody will follow that one. For 100 years, I've been chanting 16 rounds faithful every day. Nobody will see. Nobody will see that one. But the day he didn't chant, oh, see? I'm also pure. I've been following him for 100 years also. So I'm equal like him now. So as he has stopped chanting, I can also stop chanting. Everybody will follow that one. So to protect us, our acharyas told us, even if you are a Paramahamsa, please do your sadhana exactly like a neophyte. They don't need to follow rules and regulations, but they have to do that just to protect us. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of God, the Supreme Teacher, Lord Krishna, the spiritual master of the universe and the whole world, tightened his dhoti and grabbed the bull by the horns, not by the legs. He grabbed them by the horns. Meaning what? What does that mean? Why not leg? Why the horns? Why the horns is mentioned? Why not the leg? Eh? Power, okay? To show power. Fearless, okay? To control the bull, you can control them by dragging the feet and break them like he did for the Nukasura, yes? Bravery, straightforward, do things in a proper way, okay? That he is a hero, okay? Very good. Very good. False ego? Not really. Not really false ego. Bulls are proud of their horns. Okay, very good. Bulls are proud of their horns. So Krishna grabbed the bull by the horns because their power is there. They fight with their horns. They don't fight with their legs. They fight with their horns to show their power. That's the way their power is. So Krishna grabbed them by the horns. And the bull did not show anything. They surrender. They simply surrender to Krishna. And Krishna took his 2 wives effortlessly. So when we look at that and we think, so God has to do like this? So God has to, he is so controlled by laws that he can't control his laws. He has to go and fight the bull for girls? Yes, common people would think like that. See, look at him. Look at him. He can't control his senses. He's taking risk to go. Krishna is risking his life just for girls. He's risking his life. People can think like that. Yes, people think like that. When Krishna took the bulls, took the 2 daughters, all the lusty Kshatriyas who kept there couldn't do anything. They became angry. Why this cowhead boy came and take our meat? Because all the Kshatriyas, they have not been sleeping for days, thinking, yes, I will be the one to get the hands of these 2 girls. They were meditating. And here, Krishna just took them just like that. In 1 minute, just carry all of them. What is this? They challenged Krishna. Challenged Krishna for fight. And our sweet, mysterious hero, Arjuna, the mighty lord of the Gandiva, told Lord Krishna, my friend, you just win the lottery. My friend, you just win the lottery. Now, you should not have anxiety at all to enjoy it. Just sit down with your 2 new girls. Just sit down with them. Enjoy yourself. I will take care of these Kshatriyas. I'll take care. And just one person, Arjuna, faced the ferocious lion-like Kshatriyas who were thirsty, been meditating. Some of them have gone to the forest to perform austerity. Some of them worship Lord Shiva, their Lord. They worship Lord Shiva with all due respect and paraphernalia. They did all that, but their sacrifice and everything was a waste. So they were angry. Arjuna told Krishna, don't sit down with them peacefully. Let me take care of them. And he dealt with all of them. He had one Arjuna, dealt with all of them, sent all of them back. They didn't move an inch from where they were standing. Arjuna didn't allow them to move an inch from where they were standing. He put all of them back, pushed them all away from the road, and told my dear friend Krishna, let's go. Let's go. The battle is over. So Krishna did that. But why the Satyrs were fighting if they knew he's the supreme God? They didn't understand he's the supreme God. Why? He's also a competitor for women like themselves. This is what they saw. Arjuna did not compete with Krishna. He didn't compete with Krishna because he knows his friend. You know, these 2 girls are for my friend, Krishna. They know themselves. Even though Arjuna and Krishna, they chase ladies together, they go hunting women together, but Arjuna knows the girl he should chase, and Krishna knows the one he should chase. Krishna told Arjuna, who is that girl there? Who is that girl there? Go and see what he's looking for. Is he looking for a husband? Go and check. And Arjuna went there. Who is that person? Who's that girl? Immediately, I want to see your response. Kalindi, thank you. Thank you, Govind. Thank you. Yes. No, no Subhadra. No Subhadra. It's Kalindi. Jabuna Devi. Kalindi. Yes. It's Kalindi. And Subhadra is Krishna's sister. How will Krishna marry a sister? Subhadra is Krishna's sister. Kalindi. So Arjuna went to Kalindi, and Kalindi, I'm sorry, my dear. I know you are Arjuna. Please, please don't touch me. I'm not for you. It's your friend. So if you want to help me, take me to your friend. Arjuna said, no problem. I know that. No problem. No problem. He didn't talk to her. He knows she is for my friend. They knows. They know themselves. So Arjuna brought Kalindi to Krishna. And yes, in this way, Krishna lived among us here, performing his earthly activities exactly the same way we do. Exactly. The same way. When Krishna wrote a letter to Rukmini, when Rukmini Devi wrote a letter to Krishna, Rukmini Devi, she wrote a letter to Krishna. After Krishna read the letter, where did he put the letter? Where? Where did Krishna put the letter? Yes, Radhakund. Krishna put the letter under his pillow. Means what? This is lusty boy, right? Look at this lusty boy. And Krishna did not sleep the whole night. Yes. He didn't sleep the whole night. He's thinking about Rukmini Devi, who wrote a letter, a love letter to him. Krishna read it. He couldn't sleep. Put it under his pillow. He was thinking about Rukmini Devi. The whole night he dreamed about Rukmini Devi. Krishna is dreaming about his new girlfriend. Yes. Don't forget, yesterday Lord Brahma told us that, Lord Brahma told us yesterday that the Brijabasis, they are busy householders, taking care of their household duty, taking care of their children, taking care of their duty, milking the cows and trading. And they do everything, the same thing we do. But there is a difference because they are intensely engaged in rendering a service to Krishna. Intensely engaged in their service to Krishna. And we are not intensely engaged. We are intensely engaged in sense gratification. That's the difference. Similarly, the Supreme Lord of the devotees is doing the same thing, but different on a transcendental level. Krishna himself is Kavi Kanapura Goswami, Ananda Bandhavan Champi. So Krishna said, my activities, my relationship, my dealing with the gopis are on a transcendental level, completely different from the low-class, lusty women in this material world. All lusty people are low, very low. But the gopis' relationship with Krishna is very, very high, transcendental, not in this material world. So there's a difference. There's a difference. So in a purport, Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakura point out that just as a lamp does not seem to shine as brightly in sunlight as it does in the shade, or as a diamond does not seem as bright, as brilliant on a silver platter as it does on a plate of blue glass. The Lord's pastimes as Govinda do not seem as amazing in the transcendental abode of Vaikuntha as they do within the material realm of Maya. That is true. That is what we are discussing. Eh? When the pure devotees, like Arjuna, see Krishna, when Arjuna saw Krishna doing this, Arjuna was not thinking anything. He was not thinking, look at my friend, so lost like me. We are the same. Maybe I'm even better than my friend. Like a Daksha and a Narada Muni. Daksha told Narada Muni, I'm a householder, I'm better than you because I behave properly according to you. You say you're a sannyasi, you are not a sannyasi. You look at the activities. You are not a sannyasi. Actually, I'm superior to you because I'm a good householder. You are not even a good sannyasi, as you claim to be. So a mundane person thinks like that. Narada Muni didn't see himself superior to his brother. But why? Because he's on a higher level. But his brother on the lower level is thinking of him in a different way. In a different way. So low-class people would think otherwise about Krishna. But elevated devotee would never think low about Krishna. They would glorify Krishna. Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. They would glorify Krishna. So this is a perfect example here. Perfect example. A lamp in a dark room, very significant. Very, very significant. One can see the benefit of lamp only in darkness. Not in the sunlight. Sunlight, the light has no existence. In darkness, the lamp is highly appreciated. Highly appreciated. Because it will help us to drive away the darkness and give us a chance to see things properly. The same way, diamond does not seem as brilliant on a silver. Why? Because both of them are shining. But when you put the diamond on the blue glass, it becomes more prominent. Similarly, the Lord's pastimes as Govinda do not seem as amazing in the transcendental abode of Vaikuntha as they do within the material realm of Maya. Lord Krishna comes to the earth and acts towards his pure devotee exactly like a devoted son. Perfect boyfriend, perfect girl, perfect boyfriend, perfect son, perfect sweet husband, affectionate father, intimate friend, and so on. And within the darkness of material existence, these brilliant, liberated persons give unlimited ecstasy to the surrendered devotees of the Lord. Devotees appreciated Krishna's activities. Devotees appreciate Krishna's activities. So, when Krishna appeared as Varahadev, he appeared like it's the size of a tomb, just tomb. And within a moment, he was expanding, and all the demigods started to glorify him. They were glorifying him, they were clapping for him. Yes, our anxiety is put to rest. Our anxiety is over. Now our anxiety is over because the person who is going to kill our enemy and release us from distress has come. They were happy, they were jubilating, they were clapping hands for Lord Friday. And responding to their glorification, so Varahadev responding to their glorification, he shook his body in ecstasy. And that formed a lake in where? What is the lake? I mentioned it the other day. What is that lake? In this our class. I mentioned in this our class. Where that lake is, Lord Boaz shook his body, and out of ecstasy in the devotees, the demigod were glorifying him. He responded to increase their joy that, yes, I have come to release you from anxiety. And the water from perspiration from his body fell. All the demigods, they came under it to take the mercy, purification. And it formed the lake. Where is that lake? I mentioned it the other day in this class. Where is the lake? Nobody can tell me. It's in South India, not in the US. It's in South India. Not Tirupati. I mentioned Melkoti. I mentioned that day. Melkoti. The lake is there in Melkoti. Please don't forget it. Next I'm going to ask you. I'll ask you again. Don't forget it now. Write it down. Melkoti. There is no fiction in our system. No fiction. Everything is real, practically existing. We can see everything. Melkoti. That is where Ramanujacharya spent most of his time because of the problem he was getting from the Sevite. Melkoti. So, Lord Varadev, he came. I say, boy. All the demigods appreciated him, glorified him. He responded by shaking his body. And he went to kill Hiranyaksha. They were very happy. They glorified, they knew that, yes, ordinary people say, oh, this is a boa. The demigod saw, this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is unlimited. Nana Vatarama Karba Marishu Kintu. Krishna Swayam, some about Paramaha Pumanyo, Gobi Namadi Purusam Tamahamji, Ramadi Mrutisho Kalani Manetistan, Nana Vatam Akurubibon Kintu. The Brahma. He has unlimited Baraha, he mentioned Baraha, Ramchandra Baraha, Nisingha, etc. Yes. So it was not a surprise. What is this? No, they understood this is the supreme procedure of God, and He has come for our interest. They were happy. Non-devotee doesn't understand anything. Therefore, they will make offenses. What is meant for our benefit will become our source of destruction when it is misused. So, in his Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada quotes to Brahma as follows. I can also understand that your appearance as a small cowhead boy, a child of the cowhead man, is not at all a material activity. You are so much obliged by the affection that you are here to enthuse them with more loving service by your transcendental presence. Krishna came to expand the joy of his devotees. Not killing demons is secondary. He can do that by other means. He can do that by using our politicians, sending some disease. He can easily do that. Earthquakes is there, tornado is there, famine is there. Krishna can do, by all these means, he can do all these things. Coming himself is only to give audience to his devotees, who have been serving him not in a very peaceful way. They are serving him in a very disturbing situation. All the pure devotees who came to this material world are always given anxiety by the people he tried to save. So much anxiety is there. The world is giving them anxiety. Jesus crucified, blasphemed, denied, Muhammad poisoned, Stephen stoned to death. Many Baptist Saraswati stoned, criticism, blaspheme. All of them, all our children, we blaspheme them, give them anxiety. So Krishna come to appreciate them by his audience, and in that way, he will also do wonderful activities to show his devotees that yes, now you have something to meditate on, you have something to discuss. He performed these activities. His devotee can talk about them, devotee can hear about them, devotee can meditate, get absorbed in that. So he did so many activities, many wonderful activities. Marrying Najitis, yes, by controlling the 7 bulls, tightening his belt. Yes. He did it. He did it. So devotee meditate on that. We think about it, we remember it. And that will keep us with Krishna. That is the difference. It will keep us close with Krishna, close to Krishna. In this way, we remain always Krishna conscious. That is Krishna's intention. That is Krishna's intention, to keep us always close to him by his activities. So let's meditate how Krishna came to this material world, although he has not material things to execute, but he did everything just to show us the example, just to teach us by example. Yes, he taught us the example, how to do everything, so we can do it. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev. Thank you so much for today's katha and how you were inspiring us to meditate on Shri Krishna and also churning our dull brains to remember matters about Krishna rather than our anxieties. So we'll be sharing our screen today to reflect on what was discussed in the class. I'll just share my screen a bit here. So in today's session, Shri Gurudev took our attentions to the various ways that Krishna has been doing so many things that he is not obliged to do, but he does that just for his loving reciprocation with the devotees. So the translation to Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 14, Text 37 said, Brahmaji is saying, "My dear master, although you have nothing to do with the material existence, you come to this earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotees." So, meditating on the various pastimes, sweet, loving pastimes of Sri Krishna that Shri Gurudev told us today, we can begin writing on thinking that Krishna has no need to enter this material world. Yet he willingly comes and accepts roles such as being a son, friend, beloved, and protector simply to increase the joy of his devotees. His actions are motivated only by love. So let us write our prayer of gratitude meditating on the various ways in which Krishna has been reciprocating with us, starting with, O Krishna, if pleasing you became my primary concern, rather than pleasing my mind and body, my daily life would change in these ways. So it is a continuation to yesterday's meditation. We wanted to see how we would like to intensify our life to please Krishna. And today we want to further think that if pleasing Krishna became our primary concern, rather than pleasing our mind and body, then how would my daily life change? So we can take 10 minutes, after which we'll be continuing with the question and answers. We have 2 more minutes before we start winding up our thoughts. Everybody, we hope we had some meaningful reflections during these last 10 minutes, and we'll be proceeding to the question and answers. In case you have any questions or any comments, you may type it in the chat box or raise your hands on Zoom. With it, we have our first question from Shweta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Danvat Pranam, my respectful and humble obeisances unto you. Guru Maharaj, I realized, I don't know, it is my thought or like Guru is equal to all the disciples. So Krishna is also equal to all the devotees, all the parts and parcels of Krishna. So like we say, Radha Rani is the dearmost to the Krishna. So is it because Radharani's service is maximum and thinks all weight about Krishna? So, however, we will do service and more we will do think about our spiritual master or Krishna, the more reciprocation we will get. But Krishna is equal to all. Is my understanding correct? Actually, you are muted, Guru Maharaj.
What exactly the question?
Like we say, Radharani is the dearmost to Krishna, is the highest devotee. But as we say, spiritual master is equal to all disciples. So Krishna must be equal to all his parts and parcels. So means does that mean uh, Radharani's service is the highest, and she always meditate on Krishna. That's why Radha Rani is dearmost to Krishna.
Yes. Samoham Saravabu Tishu. Namedweshu Stina Priya. Ye Bajanti tu Mam Bhaktya. Ye Bajanti Mam Bhaktya. Ye Bajanti tu Mam Bhaktya. Mai te Teshu Chapyaham. Mai te Teshu Chapyaham. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I'm equal to all. But, Krishna said, but, whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. That's Krishna's response. And Prabhupada said in the purport, one may question here that if Krishna is equal to everyone, another one is his special friend, then why does he take a special interest in the devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental service? But this is not discrimination, it is natural, Prabhupada said. This is natural. Any man in this material world may be very charitably disposed, yet he has a special interest in his own children. A poor man's children will not queue up to get prasadam from him. But other people, they will queue up in the street to get the prasad. But the charitable man's children, they get it. They just walk inside the kitchen and get whatever is there. They don't have to queue. They don't stand online. Well, that is natural. That is natural. So Krishna said here, Mayi te teshu chapyaham. Mayi te teshu. That is the difference. Krishna reciprocate with our dealings. Will you say it is partiality? Will anyone say that it is partiality if any of our workers in their office, a worker who is there 8 to 5 p.m. and fully busy, working very nicely, 30 days is working nicely, and another worker is there, he comes to work 15 days a month. Will you say it's partiality if the salary is not the same? Is that partiality? No. Every sensible person will say that that is normal. And yes, and so if someone, a person who is doing that get promoted, and a person who is not working so hard got promoted, will you like to work in that company? Whatever you do, the same, you get the same salary. Will you like to work in that company? I will work in that company, but I will not go any day and get my salary. The only day I will go there is the pay day. The day I'm going to get my salary, that's the only day I will go to work. Because whatever you do, you're going to get the same result. So only the pay day, I will go to work and get my work. The next day you see me there is the next month salary day. Right? Because that is not bona fide. And I don't think any person can do that. Nobody can do it. So you know partiality. It's normal. So Prabhupada continue. He is just like a cloud which pours rain all over, regardless of whether it falls on rock or land or water. But for his devotees, he gives specific attention. Such devotees are mentioned here. They are always in Krishna consciousness, and therefore they are always transcendentally situated in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna gives them special attention. All right? Thank you.
Hey, Krishna Shreya, I think those are all the questions for today. So we will close a little early. Oh, there's a
I'm
question of
Sadut has put up his son.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, we're
clarification.
hearing you.
Okay. Yes, Maharaj, my question is uh some most of the time you talk more about the character of devotees, how we have to live the rightful life, and because whatever we do will go to the spiritual master. Maharaj, you demonstrate everything to us, and even we are not close to you, but we see how you sacrifice yourself and everything. And other people say how your character is, how you are, and everything, and also experience it. Maharaj, my question is sometimes there's other devotees, they speak their philosophy, and when they are speaking it, it's so very, very interesting and very, very deep. But after that, their behavior and character is totally different from what they are saying. So, Maharaj, sometimes if it happens like that, you find it difficult to listen to their lectures or classes. So, Maharaj, how can one can overlook the character of the devotee and enjoy when he's speaking about Krishna? This is my question. If you can advise and help, think. This is my question, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Yes, Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami glorified Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Sanatan Goswami said, "My dear Haridas, I have seen that many people they speak the philosophy very nicely. Like you said, they know this philosophy, they can speak it. In English, we say orator. Orator. Like parrot. Parrot can repeat things very nicely, but not a devotee. So many people, they have good brain by karma. They have good brain. Therefore, when they hear something or they read something, they will understand the academical part of it, and they will offload it like that. They will present it like that. A common person is pure devotee, pure devotee. But we should know that majority of us are using our material ability, the material ability we have. So we are using that in Krishna consciousness, which is very good, which is very, very good. Krishna has given all of us talent, and we should use our talent in serving Krishna. If we use our talent in serving Krishna sincerely, we get purified. If you use our talent in Krishna consciousness only to entertain our own intellectual ability, will never get purified as such. Do you understand? The purification will not be as much. It's different. If we use our talent in Krishna consciousness as a means to get Krishna, we'll get purified. If we use our talent just to entertain our own intellect, we will never get purified as such. They're different things. So many people are using their material ability in doing many things. Yesterday, a devotee was telling me, my mother is very good, like this, but I don't see change in her consciousness, in her character. So she was asking me, so what is responsible? The same thing I said. We are simply using our material abilities, but we are not connecting it with Krishna. We're not using it for Krishna's pleasure. We're still using it either to occupy ourselves. So we get appreciation from other people. And the point is, the problem is that when we don't get appreciation from other people, that service will not last long because we are doing it to get appreciation. We're not doing it to please Krishna. So if there is recognition does not come, appreciation does not come, oh, these people are not good. But a person who is doing that, using his or her talent in pleasing Krishna, will never request for reciprocation, will not demand for appreciation or gratification or recognition, would not. They will get purified. But those who are simply using that for our own glorification will not get purified because it's not for Krishna. We have mentioned several times and will continue to mention that not everything we do in Krishna consciousness that is devotional service. This we have mentioned many times. Our activity, even though it is done in devotional environment, not all our activities are Krishna conscious activities. Our activities become Krishna conscious only when they are consciously offered to Krishna for his enjoyment. Then it becomes devotional service. And that is when we start getting the purification from what we do. This should be clearly understood. So we have people like that, orators. His Holiness Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, we should look at the person before he goes to speak. We should look at the person while he's speaking. And we should look at the person, what he will do after speaking. If the three faces are consistent, means it's a pure devotee. If they are inconsistent, means they are orators, not pure devotee. Does it make sense? So now the question is, how do we look at such people? Should I go for their class or I should not go for their class? Because they're going to offload their false ego. Most of the classes we get in our Krishna consciousness is like that. It's coming from our intellect, not from our bhakti. From bhakti, it's a little thing from bhakti, it will affect everybody. It will make people get purified. At the same time, you can speak heavy philosophy from old scripture, demonstrate ability. Keshava Kashmiri did that. Keshava Kashmiri, he did exactly like that. One time I would say, can you please, Mother Ganga is so exalted devotee. Please, can you just glorify just for a few minutes, 1,000 slokas. It was like thunder. He was speaking like thunder. The Chaitanya students, oh, is he a human being? Oh, Ram, is he a human being? Only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was laughing to himself. Look at this food. What have you done? So many mistakes in their compositions. And he didn't see it. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to pieces, he started to pieces everything. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, see, you see, let's look at all of this one sloka. I have pointed so many mistakes. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, see, the truth is that if you look at it carefully, there's so many things, so many mistakes here. Kesava Kashmiri couldn't understand. He was completely bewildered. Completely bewildered. Me? Yes, it is you, Kesava Kashmiri, who have been a champion for years. When he came before the real champion, like we mentioned before, when he pointed a torch to the sun, sense. That is orator. So should we go for the class? Yes, because this is a community. It's a community. There are two things inside it: the organization and the Krishna consciousness. There are two things here: organization and the Krishna consciousness. So, because you're an organization, the property should cooperate. Cooperate means, okay, a demonstrating a false go. Let me hear at least what property going to say in the purport and the verse. I'll hear that and meditate on that, so that when someone is speaking nonsense, I won't be able to hear it again. I'll be meditating on what Prabhupada has said in the purport, what all the acharyas support, and the verse itself. We meditate on that. So we don't hear the nonsensical presentation of the other person. In this way, we remain protected. We remain protected. If you don't hear the verse, you don't hear the purport, then you're going to hear the person's nonsense. And you get out of the class frustrated, disappointed. I wish I didn't come for this class. But there are many people like that. If you don't go to class in a temple for a week, what will the temple think about you? So you'll be considered an upstart, non-cooperative devotee. Right? So you become and especially the leaders who are doing that are the ones who are going to, who will speak that. So yes, so what will you do? The temple president is the one doing that. Or yeah, whatever leader is doing that. So what will you do? Sannyasis, of course, I know some people they will say, I'll not go for that class. But a good devotee should go there and hear Prabhupada, hear the verse, meditate on that, and you learn something. If you are very eager to hear, you learn something from the whimsical thing the person says. He's going to speak in nonsense, but if you are very serious, the same Krishna will use him to say something that you will benefit. He may not benefit because he is not properly situated, but you will benefit. Right? You will benefit. Hare Krishna. Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense there, Guru Maharaj, because I have a lot of relief now, because sometimes I've been thinking the other side, and I'm feel like maybe at the same time causing offense or something. But thank you so much. I'm so very grateful. Thank you, Maharaj.
That is
Hare Krishna.
Krishna's mercy. That is Krishna's mercy.
Thank you so much.
I am very weak to executing my guru's instruction. How can I do? I'm very disturbed because I feel helpless in my practices. How can I do? Please help me. That's a question from the chat box. You understand the question? I'm weak in executing my spiritual master's order. And because of that, I'm disturbed. So what should I do? We have answered this question many times, that we are not surrendered to the Guru. That is why we cannot keep the instructions. That's the problem. We are not surrendered. If you are surrendered, you'll be able to keep the instruction. So that is what is missing. Surrender. We should be surrendered to the spiritual. We should give ourselves to the spiritual master. Why we should not surrender to a Guru? Why we should accept the person we are not surrendered to? Why? Why you should marry somebody you don't like? Why? If you don't like the person you are going there, what will you do there? It will be hell. It's only hell you get. No life at all. Only hell. So who forced you to go there? Huh? Who forced you to go there? If you want the special master, Tasma Prapa de te guru gigasu. What they said. Tasma guru papa de te gigasu surya utamam. That's what Bhagavatam said. Gigasu, one is inquisitive, one is ready to give himself or herself to Krishna. Then you go to Guru. That is what is said. If you're not ready, don't go there. If you are going there, then you be ready to accept the instructions and follow. So we should pray to Krishna. Yes, Tasman Guru Papa de Tagi Jesus Re Utaman. Sabde Pare Chandish Nitam Brahmani Upasama Shayam. Thank you. Therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter with him by initiation. The qualification of the bona fide spiritual master is that, the bona fide guru is that, he has realized the conclusions of the scriptures by deliberation and is able to convince others of these conclusions. Such great personalities who have taken shelter of the Supreme Godhead, leaving aside all material considerations, should be understood to be a bona fide spiritual master. And one should give himself in full surrender to the person. That is 434 purport. 434 Bhagavad Gita. Let's go there. Let us go there and get everything very clear. It's our scripture. We should understand it. Bhagavad Gita 434 purport. 434 purport. 34 purport. Proper said this. Papa said, one has to approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the knowledge. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender. Full surrender. And one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. Satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret to advancement in spiritual life. Inquiries and submission constitute the proper combination for spiritual understanding. Unless the submission and service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master would not be effective. Is it clear? Is it clear? This is our scripture. We should understand it. All right. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shila Gurudev. Thank you so much, Gurudev. We will now be proceeding to the lamp and flower offerings.
Yes.
And we'll end the session with the Yugala Aarti now.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Shila Gurudev ki
Hare
jai.
Krishna. All right.
Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugala Milana
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 Arati karo veladi Thadi saki gaya Arati karo veladi Thadi saki gana Madana Mohana Rupa Tribanga Sundara Madana Mohana Rupa Tribanga Sundara Itambara Siki Pucha Shuddha Manohara Itambara Siki Pucha Shuddha Manohara Lalita Madhava Vame Vrishabhanukanya Lalita Madhava Vame Vrishabhanukanya Sunila Vasana Gauri Rupe Gunedanya Saida Alankara Kore Jalamala Harimano Vimohana Vadana Ujvala Vishakadi Saki Kana Nana Ragipaya Vishakadi Saki Gana Nana Ragikaya Riya Narma Saki Jata Shamaradulaya Sri Radha Madhava Pada Sarasija Ase Sri Radha Madhava Pada Sarasija Ase Bhakati Vinoda Saki Hade Suke Pase Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugala Milana Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugala Milana Arati Korore Bari Adi Saki Gana Arati Korena Saki Saki Gana Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuganda Milana Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuganda Milana Hadi Sakigana. Arati Karare Nari Hadi Sakigana. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuganda Milana. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuganda Milana. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuganda Milana. Arati Karawe Lari Tadi Sakigana. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yugala Milana. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna. Yugala Milana. Arati Karave Lali Tadi Sakigana. Arati Karave Lali Tadi Sakigana.
Everyone,
Hare Krishna.
thank you all very much
Hare
for
Krishna.
today. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guru
Hare
Maharaj.
Krishna,
Reverências
Krishna.
Maharaj.
Muito obrigada.
Reverências. Hare Krishna.
Muito
Hare
obrigada.
Krishna.
Hare
Muito,
Krishna.
muito obrigada. Haribo.
Nada,
Hare Krishna.
nada. See you tomorrow.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.